Hey guys, how's it going? It is S2G and welcome to episode number 22 of the Bournemouth Career Mode series. In today's episode, we're going to be getting 5 games done, including games against Sevilla and Juventus in the Champions League and obviously Arsenal in the Premier League. If you guys are enjoying this series, go ahead and drop a like on this video. 50 likes would be awesome, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Our first game in today's episode is against Sevilla in the Champions League. Sevilla aren't doing well at all in the Champions League. They have 0 points out of the first 3 games. We are in first position in our group with 7 points, which is really insane. So obviously we will be playing Sevilla, but before that I did ask you guys a question in the last episode: who should be our first choice goalkeeper? And most of you guys voted for Dragowski, even though a lot of you guys did want Borussia to be our first choice goalkeeper. We'll probably give both the goalkeepers a lot of game time, but I'll prefer Dragowski over Borussia. Also guys, in this episode you will find out whether Fraser does eventually stay at the club or not. Apart from the games against Sevilla, Juventus and Arsenal, we do face Watford and even Sunderland. So anyways, let's get into our first game of this episode, which is against Sevilla. This is the team I'm going with, a very strong team again. Fraser on the left hand side, Afobe as striker, Adam on the right. Obviously no Itobe for this one, he's in fully fit, and even Callum Wilson isn't fully fit, but we do have Afobe, who's I think playing his first game after injury. Hopefully he will perform well in this game. This game doesn't start too well for us, as Sevilla did have the first chance, but then after that we got into this game. Adama Traore, just look at this guy's pace. I mean, he is so quick. Just look at Adama go. You really can't catch him, and look at that for a finish from Adama Traore. Sometimes I wonder whether we should be starting him in the big games instead of Juan Itobe, who should be our first choice right winger. You guys can obviously vote. This is the question for today. Obviously the I button on the top right of your screen, you can vote through it. Adama Traore or Juan Itobe, which player do you prefer? But again here, Sevilla had a great chance to score, but obviously Dragowski there makes a very good save. But then here, Yevan Konoplyanka puts the ball in, and Gamiero with the header brings Sevilla back in this game, and the score is now 1-0. So after 57 minutes here, Sevilla do manage to get a goal back, the equalizer, and then after that they were just relentlessly attacking. Vitola with the ball, put it into Crondelli, but look at that for a save from Dragowski. That was absolutely ridiculous. Now in the 88th minute here, we are on the counter here. The ball is played into Afobe here. Can he run past the defenders? And Zonzi's chasing him, but he can't catch him. Afobe with the finish, but Beto makes the save. Oh my god, Afobe probably should have scored that. That would have been the perfect return from him from injury, but unfortunately he couldn't score. But to be honest guys, it's a very good result against a team like Sevilla, 1-0. Even though we did beat them in the first game we played against them, it was a really good game. Sevilla really played well in this game, and they deserved the point they got. The same with us, we played well as well. We got the goal and all that, but as you can see guys, we're still top of our group in the Champions League with 8 points. Juventus have now made a comeback, and now they are in second place with 7. So our next game will be against Juventus. It's obviously going to be there in this episode. That's going to be one hell of a game. For now guys, let's focus on our game against Sunderland in the Premier League. This is the team I'm going with, another strong team with Itobe and Callum Wilson coming back. We do have the first chance in this game as Itobe plays the ball into Andres Pereira, who's really been performing in the past few episodes, and look at that for a finish from Andres Pereira. How good a player he is becoming right now. It's ridiculous. I mean, when we don't have Ryan Gold, Pereira really steps up here. Dele Alli now plays the ball into Joshua King, and that finish from King was perfect. Who says we are missing Gretel? A really good finish that was from obviously Joshua King. But then yes, Sunderland do manage to get a goal back here as Britgett has the ball here right here. Dele Alli does make the tackle. The ball is just given away to Britgett. Larson now has the ball. He takes the shot and scores. Dragowski really couldn't make the save there. It was awful defending from Bournemouth, but we're still in the lead, and that's what matters. And now we have a chance here to make it 3-1 here. The ball is now with Andres Pereira, and just look at what he does. He finesses it into the top right corner from the right side of the pitch with his left foot. That was ridiculous. How did he do that? And now just before halftime, we have made the lead back to 2 goals, and obviously we are leading 3-1. An assist there from Mings. Good layoff there to Andres Pereira, and brilliant dribbling from him to get away from the defender, and the finish from him was perfect. But Sunderland weren't giving up in this game here. It's Adam Johnson, the paedophile here, who takes the shot, but obviously his shot hits the post and goes up for a goal kick. But really guys, we really played well in this game, and it's good to see that we've got a win in the Premier League, considering in the last episode we only managed to beat Liverpool in the Premier League. We dropped points against West Brom and even QPR. So some good news guys. Fraser has decided that he could be potentially staying at the club. He's having doubts at whether he should leave or not, so we'll take advantage of this and offer him a new contract. There were a few comments to sign a player like Kennedy from Chelsea instead of Fraser, but guys, I really want to keep Fraser at the club. He's been really good for me. Hopefully he will accept the contract we'll be offering him. If he doesn't guys, I think we'll have to move on. But guys, I'm not looking to sign any more backup players in this series, so I don't want to really sell Fraser and, spend the money on getting a backup left midfielder. What I want to do is make massive signings from now on until the end of the series, because we have the money and we are a team now in the Champions League, so we gotta have more players that are rated above 80. So in this coming transfer window, we will be only signing players who are more than 80 rated. But for now, guys, let's focus on our game against Arsenal. I've again selected a pretty strong team. We should be getting a good result here. Borussia does play this one, and things started off really well. Juan Iturbe goes down inside the penalty box. We get a penalty here, a chance for Callum Wilson to get a goal for himself, but his penalty is saved. I mean, the amount of times my penalties have been saved are ridiculous. I mean, whenever I go bottom left or bottom right, it's, just saved. So I gotta improve on my penalties. Let me know some tips on taking penalties. But guys, I definitely don't need free kick tips, because we have Iturbe in the team. His free kicks are ridiculous, and there you go, he scores another one of those free kicks. Just look at that for a free kick. It was just ridiculous. I mean, 33 yards out. It wasn't like 20-25 yards out, but this was just ridiculous stuff from Iturbe. But things didn't go well from then on, because then Arsenal had a chance here to score. The ball fell to Ramsey, who took a shot. The keeper couldn't make the save. Boruc does make a mistake there. Welbeck just pounced on it, and he's made it 1-0. The last season's top scorer here has scored against us in the 41st minute of this game. And then Dele Alli just goes bonkers. I don't know why did he do that. It was kind of my fault. I shouldn't have dived in there. He just goes in from behind on Monreal. He gets himself sent off, and I could already see the game going away from us. But then, guys, obviously, as we've got a red card here, I've put Dele Alli on left wing. Obviously, he's not playing, so we won't have any play on the left wing. And I'm bringing off Fraser for someone like Sermon to give us more defensive solidity. Hopefully, that will help us here. And we do, try and attack a lot in this game. Wilson with the ball right now. He plays it into Sermon. Sermon turns the defenders, takes a shot, but then Martinez makes a very good save. It does hit the crossbar as well, so we could potentially have scored that, but we didn't. A chance here again for us, as we are really creating a lot of chances now. This ball is with Sermon. Sermon into Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson, a chance to score for him, but Martinez again makes the save. He's been pretty good in this game. But then, guys, we make a really big mistake here. Pastore with the ball right now, and then I wasn't defending Pastore. I mean, he was just running towards Boruc, and I was taking my defender to, mark, I think, Walcott or someone on the far post, and then Pastore just got too much open space, and then Boruc couldn't make the save. A very poor performance from Boruc here in comparison to Dragowski, who was really good in the previous 2 games. So, I mean, we gotta play Dragowski more often. I mean, he's younger, he's better. But anyways, this is how the Premier League table looks after that game against Arsenal. Arsenal are now in 6th place. We are in 3rd place with 24 points, just 3 points off the top. I think, guys, this season with most teams underperforming, we can actually win the league. It will be ridiculous if we do so in the 2nd season. But for now, guys, let's focus on our Champions League game against Juventus. If we do win this game, I think we will just, secure our qualification into the next round of the Champions League, which is the round of 16. That's what the board wants us to do. If we could do it, it would be just ridiculous here. Now Morata is on the ball, 30 minutes gone. He puts in the cross in. Mandzukic with the header, but Juventus are now showing how good they are. I mean, we did manage to beat them 4 goals to 2, but now they've just scored a goal in the early moments of this game. But we're trying to come back in this game. It's Dele Alli. He's not suspended for a Champions League game, and hence he's playing this one, but his long shot wasn't good enough, and it went above the crossbar. Now in the 45th minute of this game, we're trying to create something. Dele Alli with the ball right now into Dan Gosling. Gosling with a shot, and how the hell has he missed that? He probably should have scored that. That was the easiest of finishes he could have got, but then yet we have just given the ball away to them. Paul Pogba has a chance to score. He isn't gonna miss. One of the best midfielders in the world, and Paul Pogba makes it 2-0 for Juventus. Juventus are just showing that the victory we got against them, obviously at the Juventus Stadium, was a fluke. They're really dominating us in this game. It could have been 4 or 5-0 up to now if Dragowski hadn't made those saves. I mean, Dragowski's been really good in this game, even though we have conceded 2 goals. Now another chance here for Mandzukic, and this time, yeah, Dragowski kind of made a mistake, allowing them to score 3 goals. I mean, really bad performance from Bournemouth in general. We couldn't attack in this game. We barely had chances. In the first half, we did have a couple of chances, but in the second half, it was all Juventus. A really disappointing performance from us, but I'm not that disappointed because we are facing Juventus. We shouldn't be actually even beating them, but we did manage to win against them, which is the big thing. And as you can see, we are still in 2nd place in our Champions League group. I still think we will qualify, because obviously Barcelona are 3 points behind us, and we do face them in the final game of our Champions League group stage. So I think we will qualify. But as you can see, we did sim this game against Watford, and I did win it 1-0. Callum Wilson got the goal, and as you can see, now we are in 2nd place in the league, just 3 points behind Chelsea. So can we win the league, guys? Let me know down in the comment section below. If we do win the league, it will be freaking insane. Also, guys, before we end this episode, let's have a look at the squad ranking and then our injury list to see when all our injured players will be coming back from their injury. And as you can see, no surprises there. Ryan Gold is our best player up to now. Callum Wilson in 2nd. Iturbe in 3rd, Boruc surprisingly in 4th. I think Dragowski was in 5th, not too sure. So we will be having Dominic Iorfa in like 2 weeks. He should be available in the next episode itself. Max Grittel will take like 2 months. A lot of you guys want me to, ship Grittel out and, sell him, but I don't think I want to do that. I'm happy with my attack. If I really want to strengthen the position, it'll probably be central midfield because Will Hughes this season has been underperforming. In the next episode, guys, we'll have some awesome games, including games against Spurs, Basel in Champions League, Leicester, Swansea, and maybe that game against United. But that's pretty much it for today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and if you guys have, don't forget to drop a like. There will be another episode of this series later tonight. If you guys are excited for it again, drop a like on this video. Also subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Follow me on Twitter to stay updated with the channel, and I will see you guys soon in another episode of this series.